Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Till last video I had shared about what is Linux, what is package manager, distributions, file systems and its directories. But you need to know where you can practice the Linux commands, right? So we have various ways. The first way is by installing any Linux distributions on top of your Windows OS. You can do this using tools like WSL, VirtualBox, or even dual booting with Ubuntu, Fedora, or Kali Linux. This gives you a full Linux environment right inside your Windows system. This is perfect for practicing commands, scripting, and even setting up servers. The second way, which is my personal favorite, is by using a cloud providers like AWS, Azure, or GCP. In AWS, we have various services available to make our work and responsibilities much easier. For example, EC2 as the virtual server, VPC for virtual private cloud, S3 for storage, Lambda, which is serverless compute service, and many more. Today, I'll show you how to use AWS EC2 to launch a Linux server in the cloud absolutely free. This method is super beginner friendly and you don't need to install anything locally, just browser and an internet connection. Let's jump in and launch our Linux instance on AWS EC2. For this, you just need an AWS account. If you don't have an account, create one. It's free and gives you access to free tier. Once you inside AWS account, you just need to change your region to Mumbai and then search for EC2. You will get a EC2 page where you have to launch an instance. Click the button launch instance. Okay. Give the name for your server. I'm giving this as a Linux practice server VM. You can say virtual machine. And then the second option which you have to compulsory select is the application image. Okay. So here you have various options like Amazon Linux, Ubuntu, Red Hat, Debian, and many more. But mostly we used to practice with Ubuntu, or you can also use Amazon Linux. So I'm selecting here Ubuntu, Amazon Machine Image, AMI, and then rest all it would be default T2 Micro, which is free. It is much suitable for practice session. Next, very important key pair to connect to your instance. So if you have an key pair already, you can just select, but I'm going to create a new key pair. Enter a key pair name, Linux. Mhm, user. Okay. And then it should be PEM file. Create key pair. Once it is created, it will be in the download section. Let's check if it's yes, Linux PM. Let it be there. Next, network setting. We need a network to create an instance, but in AWS we have a default VPC. So let it be the default VPC. Create security group. Which traffic can come inside or go out? It depends on the security group. So I'm allowing SSH traffic from anywhere. Okay. And then this is a storage, let it be the same thing, and there won't be any advanced details, let it be the same. And then launch instance. Yeah, you can see successfully initiated launch of instance. The instance has been created successfully. Now go back to EC2. You can see, refresh this. You can see instances running, one instance running. Click on that. Linux server has been created successfully. You can connect your server using various methods. We have various methods provided over here. Click on connect. You have four methods. You can either use SSH client, for which you will need any client to be installed in your local machine, or EC2 instance connector. So in this method is very simple. Once you click on the connect button, you will be provided a browser where the connection will be established and you can work on this Linux server. You can play around with so many commands and you can disconnect from there. The other way is by using SSH client. So for that, you can see the connection has been established. Ubuntu server has been launched. Now you can use any of your commands and you can play around here. Next is again you can see go to instance. You can see connect. Go to SSH client. Here we have various options. You have to write these commands into your SSH client. So before that, you need to know which SSH client I am using. So I'm using Get Bash. Go to your uh, Explorer, Microsoft, and then click type Get Bash download. You can see first option Get download. Download this for your Windows. Once your Git Bash has been installed successfully, come back to your um download section wherein your PEM file has been already downloaded, right? Once you click on this option, you can see so many options like open Git GUI, open Bash here, right? So open Git Bash here. This will be added once you install your Git client. Click on this Git Bash here. You will see a console. This is the console where you will now connect your EC2 instance. So how you are going to do that? By using the commands. Which command? No need to remember those commands. Just look at your AWS console account. These commands, click on this command, copy it. Again, go back to your console. Yeah, paste it here. Done. Next, again, go back to your, okay. Copy this SSH command. This command is going to connect your EC2 server through that client, and you will be able to communicate with this Linux server. So copied. Now go back to your console, paste it over here. Yes, you will see your option. Okay, yeah, it has been successfully connected. PWD for working directory. You are under home directory of Ubuntu. You can see what are the files available under this ls. No files. You can create any files using touch command. File 1, and then you can see using ls. Yeah, file 1 has been created. Likewise, you can use various commands in this EC2 server to work with your commands. So whether you install Linux locally or use the cloud, you've got powerful ways to practice and grow your skills. If this helped you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.